Good morning, Team Genesis. My name is Joe Malooley. I'm an Executive VP in CTFO. This is your Saturday morning training webinar, and I have been asked to come on today to talk to you about my favorite subject, which is the compensation plan. I do want to go into a few more things about this before I get into the comp plan, because it's very important that you all understand how to build and build fast. Let me give you an example. I just got 3 new people involved, actually about 20 new people involved, because it's so easy. I'm going to be explaining all this. But 3 or 4 of them have come out of the gate, and they have between 10 and 25, 30 people already in 3 days to 2 weeks. I mean, they're moving quickly. So I know that every one of you on this call are looking to grow like this, because my promise to them was, if you stick with me, if you follow what I tell you to do, you're going to have thousands of people in your group in the next year. So if all of you want to do that, then sit up, grab a pen and a piece of paper, take some notes, and heed my advice here, because this thing's moving quick. And I'm going to explain to you why, and explain to you why it's just going to get bigger. And I also want to tell you that this will be, if you follow what I'm going to tell you, it's going to be the simplest thing you ever do. A lot of people tend to make this hard. There is nothing hard about building this business. I want to repeat that. There is nothing hard about building this business. There is other direct sales companies. It's tough as heck. You know, most companies, as you know, it's kind of like you're courting people. You know, you call them up, you tell them about some great opportunity, you send them some info. They don't want to do anything, obviously, right now, and you're a little scared, and you're really selling them, and you say, well, let me get you a webinar, or let me get you a couple of links I want you to take a look at, or videos, and we can get back together. Why don't we do coffee, over at Starbucks? And you're courting these people for a week, sometimes 2 weeks. And then when they get in, they've got to spend $300 to $500 to get in, and they're buying $180 to $300 of product every month, and it gets tiring. It really does. And that, to me, is selling. That's why I was on my way out of the industry. So it's totally the exact opposite here. I get people started on the spot right now. I don't even have to tell them much about it. This company's flying. We have the best out there. I'm going to explain all this to you in a minute. I'm going to slow it down here a minute and digress, but I just want to tell you. And then I tell them, grab your phone. Go here to this link. Here, just put your name, your phone number, your email address, your address. You're done. Good. You've got your own store now. You can get it wholesale. Anytime you buy, they'll come right to your doorstep. You don't have to ask me. It's all you. Now, you can go out and you get your mother, brother, son, whoever involved. When they get their own website for free, they can order product and it's dropped to their doorstep, and you get paid. That's how fast we are building this. So let me digress here. Let me start over. This company is flying, and it's flying because we have one of the greatest products, possibly the greatest all-natural product to ever hit the pain and anti-inflammatory industry. So let's go over this. We are projected, we're on track. CBD alone is on track to doing $1 billion this year in 2019. It's projected, though, in the next 4 to 5 years to be doing $22 billion. Now, I want to explain this to most of you on the phone, because a lot of you don't really, we live in a world where, the government's talking about billions and trillions, and everybody gets it all confused. So let me just give you something to think about. 1 million seconds is 12 and a half days. 1 billion seconds is 32 years. Now think about that. 1 million seconds, 12 and a half days. 1 billion seconds, 32 years. So this year we'll probably end in the CBD industry in general. We'll probably end at about, 800 million to 900 million, maybe even hit $1 billion. But in 4 years, we're going to be at $22 billion. CBD is taking off. So that is number one that you got to keep in the back of your head. No one should ever challenge you, or you should never even be challenged to ask, well, I think it's a fad. It's not a fad. People are dropping their medications. You have any idea what these multi-billion-dollar pharma giants are doing? They're freaking out right now. My father-in-law used to be a big executive with J&J. He said J&J is all over this right now, building plants all over the place to grow hemp plants. I mean, this is big stuff, guys. So take note, I'm telling you, it's just getting bigger. Number 2, the pain and inflammation industry is estimated to be $600 billion and growing. Now, why is it growing? We've got over 75 million baby boomers just here in the United States. Now follow this number. 10,000 baby boomers are turning age 65 every single day for the next 20 years. Think about that. 10,000 people in this country are turning 65 every day for the next 20 years. You think we have a market here? It's huge. You don't even have to be 65 to be in pain. When people hit really about 30, 35, they start getting inflammation, which causes pain, et cetera, et cetera. It's estimated there's 100 million people in this country alone that have some form of pain they need medication for. That's huge. We only have about 350 million people in this country, and a third of them are in pain. So the market's gigantic. And lastly, I want to go over CBD. Most of you know, because you've watched your videos, there is no such thing as CBD in a hemp plant. There's only CBDA. However, through the manufacturing process, the A is kicked out and you get CBD. However, the much more potent, the much more sought after element that they're looking for, compound that they're looking for, is the whole thing, the CBDA. If we were to take stems and flowers of a hemp plant and juice them, we'd be getting CBDA into our body because nothing was kicked out. I hope you're following me here. Now, we got a hold of a company, or a company got a hold of us called 10X Pure. A lot of you know this. You're on the call. You've heard all about 10X Pure. But the story behind 10X Pure is they actually came to us because we were growing so fast. And we looked at it, we put a product together, and they proved to us that they could actually deliver CBDA into the bloodstream. So they helped us produce that product. It was the first product. It had 10% CBD, 10% 10X Pure in the product. 90% of that was oil. What they've done recently is they've reversed the whole thing. They've added 70% 10X Pure into the bottle and only 30% CBD. What happened? Almost 10 times the amount of CBDA got into the body, into the bloodstream, and exactly where it needed to go in the body, even more importantly. So we have got right now, we are really the only company in the world to get CBDA into the bloodstream. You need to know that story. You have to know it. Watch those videos online, especially when you go to your front page, the first one and the last one. Watch those things over and over again. And people say, well, do you need to know all that? No, you don't. Just tell people to go watch the first and the third video on your page and then get going. I don't even ask them, do you want to get, what do you, don't sell anybody anything. Just get in. And so we've got the greatest CBD right now in the market. It just launched. It just launched. We're 3 years ahead of the competition. No one out there has what we have. They didn't have it when we first started with CBD, but it was only, with the 10X Pure CBD, but we only had 10% of the 10X Pure. Now, a few days ago, we added 70% and only 30% oil. This product is 10 times the power. Guys, this is huge what's going on, huge what's going to happen. So let's go over it again. CBD is flying. It's expected to go from close to $1 billion this year to $22 billion in 4 years. Pain and inflammation industry is at $600 billion and counting due to the baby boomers. CTFO, we are the only company in the world right now to get CBDA into the bloodstream. It's patented with them. It's exclusive with us because we, our owners, you can thank them, they were smart enough to buy part of the 10X Pure company. So it's exclusive with us. So let's go over these steps. When you get someone involved, and here's what, before I go to the comp plan, here's what I want you to take down, okay? Number one, register your person. It's free. You guys all know that, but I'm going to beat this into you today. It is free to get in. And I tell people all the time, free is better than cheap. It's free. Get the sales mentality out of your head. Quit trying to sell your friends and family on this. There's nothing to sell. You can't sell them anything. All you can do is share it with them. Bless them. Give them a free website so they can get the most powerful CBD and other CBD products like creams and bath bombs and oral products and pet care products. I mean, we've got it all. We're 80 plus products and growing. Give them another year or two, we'll probably have 150 to 200. I mean, they're zooming right now. Bless your family, your friends, your coworkers, whoever. Get them a free website. Whether they order or not, that's up to them. But get them a free website. Give them the option to get the best products at a better price at wholesale. If they get on AutoShip, they get another 5% off. If they buy in packs of 3, they get even more off. I mean, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Bless them. It's free. Next thing you need to do when you get in, or next thing, let's say that you just brought someone in, they've got to purchase some product if they're going to build. Okay, so let's go over that again. If they're coming in to build this and they want to make some money, I don't care if they want to make $50 a month, if they want to make $5,000 a week. If they want to build, they need to purchase product. A lot of people think, well, I'm not going to get on. I'm just going to get in and get other people and sell this stuff. First of all, you're not selling anything. I tell that to people all the time. Just get that out of your head. You don't have the ability to sell them anything. You have the ability to share it with them, let them get in for free. They can order on their own, at their own home, on their own computer, go to their own website, pay with their own credit card, drop ship at their own doorstep. It's kind of like having your own little Amazon at home for nutritional products and mainly around CBD. But we're not just going to be doing CBD. We're going to branch out into all kinds of stuff later on. So they register for free. They purchase some product. I don't care what product it is. You shouldn't either. Yes, sure, I'd like everybody to get the new Super 1000. But if they don't, that's fine. You know, they're going to get a product when they get in. If they want to be a player in this, you got to tell them to do what you did. And if you haven't gotten on AutoShip, shame on you. By the way, guy, I just got off my computer this morning, taking a look at all my leaders. And I looked at their first level people that are making money. You know, this leader here has 10 leaders, you know, that are doing really well, you know, earning between 1,000 and 4,000 a week, you know, that type of thing, et cetera, et cetera. Do you know all of these leaders are on AutoShip? Every single one of them are on AutoShip. So again, I'm going to express to every one of you on the phone, if you're not on AutoShip and you're in this business to make money, you're doing your entire group a disservice. Because you're not on AutoShip. You need to tell them, of course I'm on AutoShip. You need to be on AutoShip too, and here's why. Lead by example. You've heard this your entire life, but it's true. Same here. And you realize just to be active, you only have to do $47 for really just one product. Most companies make you spend about $180 to $200 a month. Not here. Okay? So it's easy. Everything's easy. Okay? And it doesn't even have to be you ordering. You can call up your mom and say, Mom, listen, I know you want some more, you know, can I have your credit card and I'll buy the oil and have it sent to you? And that was your order. I don't care how you do it, but you really should, if you want to be a leader, be on AutoShip. Get at least one product. But you know what the average order is in this company? It's over $110. You only have to do 47 to be active, but the average is over $110. What does that tell you? People love these products. Okay? So, make a list. People say, oh my gosh, make a list. The last company told me, no, this is different. It's different here than any other company. Why? Let's go over it again. If I was in front of you in an audience, I'd be picking on you saying, why? And everybody would say, because it's free. That's right. Because it's free. Remember, get the sales mentality out of your head. You're not selling anything. You can't sell anything unless you have a storefront. You could sell them, you know, but you and I, most of us, we're working out of our homes, on our computers, on our cell phones. We can work anywhere in the world, whatever we want. We can do what we want to do. I can go fishing and take field calls from there. Do whatever you want to do. It's easy. Everything's easy here. And if they want to get started, it's free. What are you thinking about? When someone called me and says, hey, I want to do a three-way, I'm praying that they're not calling me. And I say, why are we doing a three-way? We're doing a three-way because they're brand new and they want to know how to build this. That's a great three-way. Or are they still not convinced that they want to get in? What are they not convinced about? Free or free? I'm not sure. Which one is it? What did you do? Did you oversell this? Guys, again, I'm going to tell you again, and I'm going to beat it into you. It's free. Just go register people. You don't even have to prospect anybody. It's just free. Go gift them. Gift them. Bless them. Dude, I got a hold of the most incredible products out there. The only ones that can get CBD in the bottle. I'll buy it. It's free. Yeah, as a matter of fact, do me a favor. Go to this website. I want to show you a video. Or go to this website. Yep, here, just plug join now. It's not going to cost you a thing. Nope, there's no catches, no gimmicks, nothing. Don't need your credit card. Don't need your social security number. Just put your name and phone number in there, and I think your address, whatever, you're good. Yep, done. There you go. You're in. You've got your own website. That's how fast it should be. Okay, I hope I'm drilling this into you. Keep it simple. Okay, now make sure that they get on some of the private face groups. I know my upline, Janet and Klaus, they have their own Facebook groups. They're private. So what you want to do, for instance, with Klaus, you go to Klaus Urbanek on Facebook and friend him and ask him, I want to be on the CTFO private group. And he'll put you on. So it's Klaus, Klaus, Urbanek, Urbanek. I'll say that again. Klaus, Klaus, Urbanek, Urbanek. So go friend him. Tell him you need to be in the private group, and we'll go from there. Make sure that they get on the weekly phone calls and webinars like this. This is a weekly training webinar that goes on Saturdays. Just get a hold of your upline and get these. I don't have time to put them up on the screen right now. And then the last thing, and it's most important, is keep it simple and duplicate. You've got to duplicate everything you do. Don't leave something out. Don't leave out the fact that you're on AutoShip and, it's okay, you didn't want to get on AutoShip. No. If they want to build, they need to lead by example. Get them on AutoShip. You say, well, you said you didn't have to order, you didn't have to get on AutoShip. No. But if you want to be a leader, you do. Okay, this is for the elite people. This is for the people that want to make money. You realize there are people making $25,000 a week doing this? A week. Think of that kind of money. Okay, so follow the leaders, keep it simple, and get moving. Remember not to sell it. Do not sell. Okay, so let's go over the comp plan. All right, here we go. There's our new super-powered CBDA oil. They call it 10x Pure Gold Super 1000 with CBDA. Comp plan, I tell people, can be broken down into three parts. The unilevel, that's the front end. That's the upfront money. The matrix, which is a 3x21 level matrix, that's the back end. The infinity bonus is exactly what it says. The icing on the cake, but it's the infinity pay. Pays up to 12% on your entire matrix organization all the way down. So let's go over the first part. This is what a unilevel looks like, okay? It's not perfect. Some people may put other people in, some people may not. The key thing to note is you can put people in on your first level to infinity. I've got some people that have 2 people. I have some people that have enrolled none. I have some people, are you ready for this, that have personally enrolled over 2,500 people. And you say, what? I say, yeah, they run ads all the time. And remember, what does it cost to get in? Oh, that's right, it's free. So, of course, they have a ton of people. And you say, well, if they're getting a ton of people, are they all ordering? Absolutely not, because it's free. And remember, tell people all the time, there's the good news and the bad news of getting involved in CTFO. Well, the good news is it's free. The bad news is it's free. What do you mean by that? Well, anything that's free is something that can not be taken seriously, right? Because you didn't put anything out, no sweat equity, right? You didn't put any money into it to get involved and get your own website. So, yeah, I got into that. I was excited for a day or two, and then they just kind of drop it. And that's most people in this, especially when you get them off an ad. So remember that. If you're ever going to want to go to the ad, you may get excited that you can enroll a bunch of people. But if you're not good at follow-up and connecting with these people and calling them and making sure you bond with them, et cetera, to hopefully make that cold person warm, don't expect much. A lot of people think they can just get in, run ads, slap about 1,000 people up against the wall and just hope that some of these people stick, which some of them do stick. That doesn't mean that it's going to make you $1 million. So just know that. This business is about bonding with people. This right here is a 3x21 level matrix, right? You go out, 3 people are put on your first level. then 3 people under them, then 3 people under them, et cetera, and it goes down 21 levels. Let's start with the first, the unilevel. Now remember, this right here, you can enroll infinitely wide. This is your front end. This is what we call the unilevel. It goes down 5 levels deep, and it looks like this. You're going to go out and get some people. They're going to go out and get some people. Those people will eventually go out and get some people. Those people will go out and get some people, and those people will go out and get some people. How does it pay? That's your question. That's the question you need to be asking. That's great. On the front end, Joe, on the unilevel plan, how does it pay? Well, real simply. First of all, you don't need, hear me clearly, you don't need to be active yourself in order to collect the 20% on your first level. People go, what? Yeah. You can go enroll 10 people. If all 10 people order, you're getting 20% of that CV, that commissionable value, without even ever ordering yourself. It's never happened. I've never seen that before in the industry. I've been in this industry a long time. Never seen this happen. Very generous on their part. However, if you want to earn the 4% on your second level, 4% on your third, 4% on your fourth, 4% on your fifth, you have got to go out and start enrolling people. That's just how the comp plan works. I'm going to go over that in detail. First, I'd like to go over what a matrix looks like. Now, over here, you've got people that you're putting in and they're putting in and they're putting in, et cetera, et cetera. In the background, follow me here. In the background, this is another plan that they put together just to give us extra money, and it's called a matrix. You and I have no say-so in how the algorithms are put together in the back office, but they really are put together to where the computer tries for each and every one of us to keep these 3 legs as even as it possibly can. Doesn't really work out that way, but it tries hard to do that. But some people on, let's say on the total left side that follow, they may be enrolling quicker than the ones over there, but it does its best. But these are people are just being thrown in. Again, if you bring in Kelly and you wanted Kelly here, you don't have a say-so where Kelly goes. Kelly might have ended up over here. You and I don't have any way to make sure that happens. They just fall, and it doesn't matter where they fall. It doesn't matter at all. Remember, this is just another way we get paid. Those 3 get 3, and those 3 get 3, et cetera, and it goes down 21 levels deep. If you take a look to the left there, let's count these. I think it's 11 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, on your 11th level, if that was to fill up, you're almost at 200,000 people just on your 11th level. If you go down to your 21st level, I mean, we're in the mega millions. You will never fill up this 21 level matrix. So just get that through your head. Now, how does that pay? We're going to go over that here in a minute. First of all, I want to go over the levels. Remember we talked about that unilevel plan, 20%, then 4, then 4, then 4, then 4. And then you've got your 21 level matrix as well. Well, take a look at this here. This here is just for the matrix. To become a first level manager, this is all kind of a joke, to be honest with you. You say, what do you mean? Remember, it's free to enroll people. So all you have to do to get to this executive manager level is enroll 4 people who go to their own back office and order a whole whopping $47 of product. That's it. That's not $47 of CV. That's 47 US dollars. It's nothing, right? It's a lunch out with your wife or something. I mean, it's just nothing. So again, your first level manager, you enroll 1. Your second level manager, you enroll 2 that are active. Your manager, you enroll 3 to be active. Your executive manager, you enroll 4 that are active. And that takes you down to 14 levels deep on that matrix already. That's it. You enroll a whole whopping 4 people, and they're active. You're already down 14 levels. That's incredible. Now, that's enough levels right here. You won't need that any more than 14 levels until you get to 5,000. Once you get to 5,000 in your entire group, infinitely deep, follow me, not 14 levels, infinitely deep. When your group is doing $5,000, okay, in total US dollar sales, right, you're a 5,000 executive manager, and you're going to get another 2 levels down to the 16th level. Once your group gets to $10,000, that's $10,000 in a rolling 31 days. You're going to get down to the 18th level, and so on. The biggie is getting to vice president. That's $25,000 US dollars in total group volume, infinitely deep. You become a big bad vice president. We're going to go over that. Okay, if you reach 25,000 sales in a rolling 31 days, and what it means is the last 31 days. In the last 31 days, if they're to average that volume, and it comes out to 25,000, you become a vice president right there in red. And what do you get? You now get an additional, on top of everything that we just talked about, you get an additional 3% on your entire group all the way down to infinity. It's pretty cool. Okay? But here's what happens. Because it's free, because you've duplicated yourself, because people are out there growing like freaking weeds, this thing has exponential growth like you've never seen because it's free. I keep beating this into you because I need you guys to understand. Free is better than cheap. So don't sell this. Just get them all in. You can say, well, what if they don't order? You still want to get them in. I'm going to show you that in a minute. There's a benefit to that, but hold on. Okay, if your group goes to 50,000, you see how that changed right up here on the left? When your group gets to 50,000 in total, infinitely deep in total US dollar sales, you now earn an additional 4%. So instead of 3%, it's 3% plus 4%. Now you're getting an additional 7% down to infinity. And then lastly, take a look at the top left. When you get to 100,000 sales, infinitely deep in your matrix, you get an additional 5% up the top there. Now you're earning 12% and extra on top of all the other things that we've gone over. You're earning an additional 12% on your entire group to infinity. Incredible. Now what happens if this person over here, right there, let's say you're an executive VP, you're earning 12%. Diane here, her group pops off and becomes a vice president. What happens? Great question. Remember what happened when you became a VP? You got 3%, that first 3% right there. Well, take a look at what happens here. Diane now earns 3% of her infinity group, and that's how it looks. She's earning 3% on her group. They can't pay you the 12 and her the 3. So you're earning 12 on everything over here, but you're earning 9% because Diane is earning the other 3. Okay? So the 3 and the 9 equals to 12. But you're just still collecting 9% on her group, 12% on everybody else. But Diane took 3% of this group away. So you're now earning 9% on her group. And that's fair, and that's exactly how it should be. Now, this is the last thing I'm going to go over pretty much in the comp plan. These are called PSPs, profit sharing positions. And these are something each and every one of you need to know well. And here's why. There's extreme exponential money when you get into these profit-sharing positions. And what that says is every person, follow me here on the reading, every personally enrolled person from your 4th person to infinity, you get an extra free position that goes into the matrix. So what that means is if you personally enroll a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th member, you will have earned 3 extra positions, or 3 extra, let's say your name's Jenny. You'll earn 3 extra Jennies to go into that matrix. Look at the bottom. These new people, we call them PSPs, they're profit sharing positions. These 3 PSPs pay the same as your first person, and you don't even have to activate them. Now, let me go over that again. So if you go out, you're Jenny, you go out and your 4th person that you get in is John. Okay? John goes into your matrix, but you, Jenny, go on top of John. Another Jenny number 2 now goes in and above John. That new Jenny number 2 pays the exact same way as the first one, meaning it has its own 21 level matrix. Let me repeat that. Jenny number 2, even though Jenny is in the matrix, in your matrix, right? Even though Jenny 2 is in your Jenny number 1's matrix, Jenny number 2 has its own 21 level matrix that pays the exact same way, and you don't even have to have that position activated. So you may be thinking, you mean to tell me the person that put in 2,500 people, he had 2,503 people? Well, he has 25 extra hymns in his matrix, and the answer to that would be yes. So each and every one of those extra persons that are in there are getting paid the same way. They have their own 21 level matrix. So he's double, tripling, quadrupling, quintupling, sextupling on all his infinity money. It's unbelievable. It's one of those brilliant things, and they patented it. It's one of those brilliant things that they've done in this comp plan. So get ready to go out there and keep enrolling, keep enrolling, keep enrolling, keep enrolling, keep enrolling, because it's free. It is free. If it's free, get them in. You don't even care whether they order or not. Get them in. If you educate them enough, they're going to get in. Why wouldn't they get in? Of course they're going to get in. I'll give you a couple of other things here real quick. This is kind of how it works. You're earning the 12% in that yellow background there, but then you might have an extra U there, an extra U there, an extra U there. You're just making 21 all the way through there. So let me just go through this. I don't have time today to go through all this. You've got to keep this short. Here's what I want you to understand. This whole business, what you're looking for, you went out, remember, and you're enrolling. This is back to the unilevel in the very beginning, right? You got 20% on level 1, 4% here, 4% here, 4% here, 4% here. But here's what you're ultimately looking for. You're ultimately looking to find someone to become a VP. It doesn't matter what leg they're in. Okay, remember, this isn't the 3 legs. I don't think I told you in the beginning, each and every person that you put in, if you put in 100 people, you have 100 legs. Don't get confused with the 3-level matrix. I mean, the 3-tiered, the 3x3 matrix. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about here. That's just a matrix. It's another way that they pay us 21 levels deep than the PSPs, but it has nothing to do with right now what I'm talking about. Anybody that you personally enrolled, it's a leg for you. Just count it. It's a leg. Your ultimate goal, though, is to find 3 people. Doesn't matter what level they're on. Doesn't matter what level they're on. Doesn't even matter if you enrolled them. You might have enrolled Mark right here that was smart enough to get in his brother John right here. John got in his girlfriend Carrie. Carrie got in her sister Jennifer. Jennifer got in her best friend Gloria. And Gloria takes off. That's 1 leg for you that became a VP. You want to find 3 legs of people that become VPs and then drive the heck out of them. You want them, once they become executive VPs, forget about it. You're done and retired. I mean, it's all over with. So remember, it doesn't matter what level they come in. Just go enroll, go enroll, go enroll. Keep it simple, keep it simple, keep it simple. Do not sell. Put people in on the spot. There's nothing to think about here. Don't try to sell them. Don't oversell them. Just get them in. Don't care whether they order or not, unless they say to you, I want to build this. Then you got to get them a little bit more serious. And John, you need to be on AutoShip like the rest of the leaders, because all the leaders in here that are making $1,000 a week or more, they're all on AutoShip. They lead by example. You need to do the same thing. Don't think you're going to make it without doing that. You need to do it, and then duplicate that down, etc. But if someone's coming in just to buy product, I don't care if they order or not. I don't. I'm blessing them. Don't forget what I'm telling you here. I'm blessing them. I'm not acting like an old network marketing company where, I gotta get a new person. And you have all this money stuff on your head. Get that out of your head. It'll all come. If you help others get what they want, you will get what you want. In this plan, that's true. Help others get what they want. Be generous, be giving, be kind, be loving. Go help people get enrolled for free so they can get it at wholesale too. If they say to you, I want to build, then you get serious with them. Get them on the phone, do 3-way calls, etc., to help them build. Okay? I hope this has been beneficial to you guys. I appreciate Team Genesis, Janet and Klaus, to allow me this time. I hope this helped. God bless, and we'll see you the next time. Take care.